if I didn't win? I guess we'll never know.
Right behind her, Liliana Wellstad, 28 points on the year, and close behind is Callie Hilt with 26. Meanwhile, for the Toros last year, they missed the playoffs, unfortunately, with a 17-10 record. However, a lot of talent from this team. Tiara Metcalf, 9 points per game. Emma Fishbeck, the junior last year, now a senior, 13.4 points per game, and she leads the team in that category. Liberty, on the other hand, made the playoffs, 17-11, made the 6A playoffs as the 11th seed, lost to the number 6 team, Perry. Just seems like everywhere they go, they have a good sports team in mind, and they lost to a number you just simply cannot escape from, 67-32. Mountain View to take it up the court first. Inside, the dish to Millie Alstrom, and she starts strong. 2 points right off the bat for the Toros. The dish to Kaylin Redding, and she follows suit. Quick high-octane action early. Dish to Aubriana Fuentes, back out to Evie Hoover, and Hoover. The miss, back out to Millie Alstrom, to number 6. Take that, number 5, Evie Hoover from downtown. Commanding the court is McKenna Johnson, the senior. Mara Jade Bush with it now for the Lions around the perimeter, and that one is taken away by Shay Roberson, and we have a foul on the floor. And it was like this in the JV game 2. Liberty Lions took that one 41-38 in a very, very close affair. Very rough play style from both of these teams. Inbounding is Millie Alstrom to Evie Hoover. Hoover to Roberson, passes it to the inside to Aubriana. Headed back to our producer Tyler Horahan for tonight. And the Toros will inbound from there. Hoover guarded well by Callie Hilt. Millie Alstrom, she's been the commander of the court so far early in this game. Emma Fishbag lets it fly from deep. That's Hoover letting it fly. Rebound goes to Liberty. And that's Liliana Wellstad. That one gets stolen away by Alstrom. The layup is good. Mountain View showing promise early, and we have a whistle, and it seems to be a foul. That one's going on Millie Alstrom. First foul of the game for Mountain View. And Callie Hilt pondering her play. Pass to Bosco. Bosco checks in inside. Liliana Wellstad, and we have a whistle. It's going to be Mountain View ball. McKenna Johnson clearly upset with that call by the official. Must remember, ball does not lie. Shay Roberson take it up for the Toros. Roberson gives it to Emma Fishbeck, and a foul on the floor. Foul is on Kaylin Redding. And Aubrey Fuentes is headed to the line shooting 2. And Aubrey Fuentes last year averaging 2.4 points per game. She is a senior this year, 5'2", makes the second one. Liberty in a hole themselves. McKenna Johnson, sweep move inside like a Swiss Army knife cutting into the paint. Quickly up the court to Shay Roberson, cash money. Johnson to take it up the court for the Lions now. Trying to drive inside. The pass to Olive Smith, no good. Quickly up the court now, losing control of it. Emma Fishbeck. Fishbeck to the outside. That one gets intercepted by Lainey Bosco. 2-on-1. The Toros rather have numbers in a reset in pace. Hilt fires from 3. No good. Off the back of the backboard. No good. Trip and fall. Hilt gets it right back. Mishandles, and official is going to say that Lainey Bosco stepped out of bounds. And checking in for Liberty, that's Chloe Zepeda. Checking out for the Toros is Aubrey Fuentes. Fishbeck to the outside to Roxy Del Blanco. That one is no good. And Liberty gains possession again. Johnson to the inside. Tries to go for the layup. That one is no good. Knocks it back to Chloe Zepeda. Hilt for 3. That one is off the back of the iron. No good. Hoover to take it up for the Toros. The pass to Millie Alstrom for 3. Catch. An early timeout from MJ Walker, the head honcho for the Lions. And they find themselves in an early deficit, down 14-4. With about 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And a deficit like that is relatively easy to come back from early in the game. A brief break in action, and Liberty gets possession. Kenna Johnson, half-court to half-court pass to Chloe Zepeda, and Zepeda tries getting it to Callie Hilt to no avail. That one gets swatted away by the Toros. Here's Zepeda. She's driving around the outer edge of the court. Official is going to say she stepped out of bounds. Riley Wasser, Roxy Del Blanco quickly up the court. The layup inside, and she's headed to the line for two. Roxy Del Bianco averaged 7.7 points per game last year. Really evolving into a role. Junior this year, has her senior year to go forward with basketball. She nails the second one. Tight defense by Evie Hoover. An even tighter defense by Millie Alstrom. However, Liberty, another out-of-bounds call. It's going to be Toros basketball. And you have to wonder, with all these out-of-bounds calls, it's really hurting Liberty Lions offensively, not getting a chance to shoot the ball. Quick pass by Roberson inside to Roxy DeBianco, and she is headed to the line once again. And the undefeateds are on the ropes early. Kaylin Redding back in the game for the Lions. McKenna Johnson has not stepped off the court thus far. Layla Baker driving inside to pass to Hilt, back to McKenna Johnson. She drives into the lane. She had a wide open Layla Baker in the corner. McKenna Johnson tries to spin her way into the paint, but to no avail. The long pass to Millie Alstrom, a dribbler across the court, and we have a whistle and a foul. Hoover, the long pass, that one goes to Caitlin Christensen. The long three from Roxy DeBianco off the rim. Great attempt by Millie Alstrom to try and get the rebound, but to no avail there. McKenna Johnson taking it up for Liberty once again. The long two shot is off the rim, falls into the lap of Layla Baker. And then that one with the putback is Caitlin Redding. Trying to cut at that deficit some more. Roberson for three. That one is off the back of the iron, no good. This time, Millie Alstrom also off the iron, no good. A whistle and a foul. That one's on Caitlin Christensen. A lot of physicality early between these two ball clubs. Mountain View trying to fight for a playoff spot after missing the playoffs last year. Great pass by McKenna Johnson inside to Kaylin Redding. Outside, Hilt. She fires for three, off the iron, no good. Hoover to take it up for the Toros. Trying to slow down the pace, lets it fly from deep, from downtown. It's her second three of the night, and she might catch fire with that one. Trying to call for the screen. Layla Baker tosses it to Johnson. Calls for the screen. Inside is Kaylin Redding. Redding gets her own rebound. The putback is no good. And great defense from the Toros there. Fighting for it is Roxy DeBianco. Another replay of that long three-pointer from Evie Hoover. And if you want to put that on a geography map, she shot that one from all the way in Albuquerque. As Bianco heads to the line once more. Missed the second one to Noah Vale, and that one got intercepted by Aubrey Fuentes. Ahlstrom to Bianco. Side to Christensen. Christensen with the two. And that one gets picked off and intercepted. Caitlin Christensen, the layup is no good from the Toros. A fight for it, a scram. It gets back out to Ahlstrom. And the officials are going to get Millie Ahlstrom on a travel call. A nice break in the action for Liberty. And Caitlin Christensen read that pass like Rain Curiel. And another takeaway for the Toros. And one-on-one, that's Emma Fishbeck against Layla Baker. And Fishbeck just lost control of the ball. Johnson trying to get it to Callie Hilt. Kenna Johnson. And tight defense there as Bradley Bortson was yelling for the ball. Roxy DeBianco, the layup is no good. A scram inside the paint. Good defense by McKenna Johnson, hustling from one end of the court to the other. Johnson trying to get it inside to Liliana Wellstad, to Callie Hilt, trying to answer with the three. That one is off the rim, no good. Trying to find a rhythm for this Liberty offense. And Fuentes to Emma Fishbeck. The three-pointer is no good. But Mountain View with a 22-6 lead against undefeated Liberty. And stay with us for 3 more quarters of basketball on Bamboo Productions. Thank you for tuning in to this broadcast of the Liberty Lions versus Mountain View Toros. Our sponsor for tonight is F3 Energy. F3 Energy offers invigorating energy and mood drinks with nootropic benefits to keep you fueled and focused throughout your day. And let me tell you, Mountain View's offense right now is refueled and rejuvenated, jumping out to a 22-6 lead entering the second quarter, taken up for the Lions. That's Layla Baker and McKenna Johnson. She hasn't stepped off the court yet. Fires it back to Layla Baker off the rim. A running theme with this Lions offense. Taking it up the floor, fast-paced offense. And Callie Hilt, along with the Liberty Lions sideline, is saying that should be all ball. Liberty trying to get some sort of momentum and rhythm on offense. Mountain View's defense is playing spectacular so far, containing McKenna Johnson, containing the leading scorer. And firing from three, that's Christensen. Got the second chance. Long pass outside. And a foul on the floor. As Caitlin Christensen on the foul. Headed to the line, Liliana Wellstad. And she's having herself a year so far. 28 points, along with 21 rebounds. Tied for second in steals, along with McKenna Johnson. They both have 6. And Chloe Zepeda has 7. Outside, Roberson for 3. Cash money. She's on fire. It's her second three-pointer of the game. Another tight defensive play. Roberson back-to-back buckets. And the hoop is on fire for Roberson. Long dish, unable to handle it is Blake Strohmeyer. And the Lions commit another turnover. Roxy Del Bianco gives it to Roberson. She has the hot hand. Trying to go inside to Fuentes. Christensen trying to go airborne, and we have a foul on the floor. She's headed to the line, shooting 2. They're going to say Emma Fishbeck was called for the foul. Yeah, Emma Fishbeck was called for the foul, not Caitlin Christensen. She's been to the line once, now twice. She's got 3 points on the night. Tight defense, full court presses here from the Toros. They're getting a lot of turnovers off of this full court press look. There's a matchup to watch. McKenna Johnson versus Roxy Del Bianco. And we have a new face checking in, Mara Jade Bush. Good screen from Brentley Bortson trying to bully her way into the paint, and we have a traveling violation. And MJ Walker is going to call a timeout with his girls. And Mountain View jumping off to a 33-8 lead against undefeated Liberty. We'll be right back after this. Mountain View in need of an inbounder, and Shea Roberson is there to inbound it. Evie Hoover back in the game. Quick passing from the Toros. Emma Fishbeck lets it fly from deep. That one is off the iron, no good. Tight defense there from Aubrey Fuentes. And Mountain View will get the ball right back. Hoover gonna give it to Roberson. Cash money. That's our third three of the night, and we haven't even hit halftime yet. It was a close call there from the officials. They're gonna say it's Liberty basketball. The long lob pass from Lainey Bosco to Mara Jade Bush inside to Kaylin Redding. She gets denied. Hustle play from Callie Hilt to McKenna Johnson. Back inside to Kaylee Redding. Trying to do the Euro step inside, and Redding picks up a foul. A much needed break for the Liberty Lions offense. Trying to do their best to claw their way back into this game. Made 50% of them. Roberson inside to Tierra Metcalf. And Metcalf gets fouled on the putback. And Tierra Metcalf, also a team player that put in a lot of minutes into these games last year. Averaged 17.1 minutes per game. Covered all the stats. 4.1 rebounds per game, 4.6 points per game, 1.7 in assists, and 2.3 in steals per game as well. 0 for 2 on that one, and Shea Roberson, his second attempt shot is no good. Johnson to take it up for the Lions. Inside to Callie Hilt. Tough defense there. Tough defense from the Toros. However, got a little bit too much of the shooter, and Callie Hilt is headed to the line, shooting 2 of her own. And Callie Hilt, 8.7 points per game. 26 points on the year thus far. Making 50% of them to Roberson. Roberson, the layup is perfect. Causing confusion, disturbing the peace. We have a whistle and a foul on the floor. This one's going to get called against the Toros. And if Liberty wants to start gaining momentum and think about winning the game, they're going to start cutting that deficit effective immediately. Mara J trying to throw it inside to Kaylin Redding. Back out to McKenna Johnson. She drives into the paint off the backboard. That one is no good. Frustration on the side of the Lions. Ostrom for 3. That one is no good. And Johnson, once again, trips and falls. No foul is called. Seems to be a little incidental contact there. Ostrom, also guarded by the other number 3, Mara Jade Bush. And inside. Eve Denton adds her name to the score sheet. And one girl is open. Easy layup for Kaylin Redding. And Roberson, the leading scorer for the Toros, she gets fouled on her way to the basket. And Shea Roberson, 13 points so far in this game, pending 13 and 14, of course. Make that 13. And she drills the second one as well. Chloe Zepeda also back into the game for the Lions. Kenna Johnson driving into the paint, trying to get it back outside to Callie Hilt. Mid-range shot is no good. Foul on the floor. They're going to say it's on Roxy Del Bianco for causing some turbulence. Trying to throw it inside to Christensen. Throws it back out. Kendall Cox unable to connect on the shot, however. Yeah, it's going to be Liberty basketball. Inbounding is Layla Baker. So far, McKenna Johnson neutralized. Only 2 points on the night. Working hard, driving into the paint, loses control of the ball. Just a lot of turnovers on the side of Liberty. Mountain View able to capitalize off said turnovers. Fishbeck gives it to Bianco. A pass to the outside to Christensen. Back to DeBianco. Bianco, the layup is errant. Able to follow through is Fishbeck. Chloe Zepeda wide open. That one gets intercepted by Christensen. And the long three from Evie Hoover, cash it in. There are plenty of those on the side of Mountain View. Evie Hoover. A long three. Callie Hilt off the backboard and in. Layup is swatted by the rim. Johnson hustling. Liberty has numbers. It's a 2-on-1. Liberty unable to finish the basket, however. DeBianco inside. The pass a little too high. Intended for Fishbeck. Falls incomplete. And we'll see what Liberty has to cut the deficit down. Passing inside is Callie Hilt. That one off the front of the rim, no good. Mountain View gets another possession. Del Bianco up the court, stalls for time, takes her shot, Three-pointer's good. Less than 20 remaining. McKenna Johnson, the mid-range shot is no good. And the Toros have another opportunity to score. Del Bianco, the floater, Kareem style, is no good, and we have a whistle and a foul. .5 on the clock. And a monstrous first half for Mountain View. And Liliana Wellstad is headed to the line shooting 2. And the half-court heave off the shot clock, no good, but it's not going to matter much. The Toros lead 50-17 against Liberty Lions. We still got a whole half of basketball to go, so stay with us on Bamboo Productions. Welcome back to Bamboo Sports Media. My name is Nate Smith. Mountain View Toros taking a commanding 50-17 lead. And that lady right there, Shea Roberson, nothing short of spectacular. 15 points to end the second half. And she keeps piling it on. The Liberty Lions. McKenna Johnson back out on the floor for the Lions. A change in pace to Callie Hilt. Back to Kaylin Redding, to Johnson. She's the commander of the court general. And a nice move by Kaylin Redding to get the Toros jumping for joy, but to no avail. It doesn't fall in a basket, and a hard tumble by both Mara Jade Bush and Emma Fishbeck. No harm, no foul there. Well, of course, there was a foul there. Emma Fishbeck is headed to the line shooting 2. Luckily, nobody was hurt. And Callie Hilt having a talk with the official. Some rules clarification. And one that ends happily as both of them go off smiling and in their separate ways. And Callie Hilt checking out. Avery Rosas checking in for the first time tonight. And perfect from the line that time, Emma Fishbeck. See if Liberty can get some sort of morality in offensive rhythm. Mountain View has been shutting them down all night. And inside, that one swatted away by Emma Fishbeck. Send out the SWAT team. It was a mismatch. Emma Fishbeck, that's all ball right there. Great fundamentals. There, Jade Bush, McKenna Johnson pump fakes the three-pointer. The layup is good, and McKenna Johnson unable to get the and one, but she is going to the line for dose. In an otherwise quiet night for McKenna Johnson, she has made her third point of the game. Leading score, 49 points, according to Max Preps. And Shea Roberson with the hot hand. Nice save by Aubrey Fuentes. And firing from three is Millie Ostrom, rattles it in from downtown. And full court press continues. Johnson for three off the front of the rim, no good. Mountain View continuing the onslaught with the full court press. Evie Hoover back into the game now. All of her buckets have came in the form of three-pointers. Speaking of three-pointers, letting it fly, that time was Fishbeck. Trying to pass it inside, the one-handed snag by Liliana Wellstad. Foul on the floor. Liana Wilstead scoring her 5th point of the game, entering back into the game, Callie Hilt. Also in the substitution box, Lainey Bosco. Hoover driving to the paint, the shot, trying to fire it off the backboard. Attempt unsuccessful. They're going to call Emma Fishbeck with the foul. Going to be Liberty ball. Callie Hilt driving, drives it inside the paint, shoots it. Trying to call bank there, unfortunately to no avail there. She's headed to the line once again, shooting for 2. And you're looking at the rest, or the next couple games for Liberty. They got Mountain View tonight, obviously. Then they play Sunrise Mountain at home. Sunrise Mountain's got a bit of a drive ahead of them. And then Liberty has a bit of a drive of their own, going up to Willow Canyon. And then they play the same team that Mountain View lost to, or pardon, the same team that they lost to in the postseason, that being Perry. A much, much different squad than they were last year. Meanwhile, another foul was called on the play. Millie Alstrom headed to the line once more. And once more, Millie Alstrom getting it done on offense and defense. It was all smiles from Caitlin Christensen. They were talking as they were driving down the court. And an errant pass from Shea Roberson to Caitlin Christensen falls incomplete. They work their differences out, as we are sure to see a different play, or a similar play rather, like that either later in the season or later in the game. Meanwhile, Mountain View will call a timeout.
White coach, timeout, 60.
And we will also call a timeout on Bamboo Productions. Mountain View still playing their ones in. Evie Hoover still on the court. Millie Alstrom also on the court. Shea Roberson and Aubrey Fuentes, all of which on the court. Caitlin Christensen as well. And Liberty also follows suit. Blake Strohmeyer. The shot blocked by Evie Hoover. Quick up the court to Christensen. Liberty playing some good defense. Roberson is wide open in the corner. Hoover didn't see her. And a beautiful move inside by Millie Alstrom. And she gets the double. Double team on Johnson. Hilt fires a three in the corner. That one is no good. Rebound goes to Liberty. Lane Bosco got the rebound. And it's going to be a scram for the ball. It's between Hilt and Christensen. And they're going to say Mountain View got the ball. Callie Hilt had a lot of looks from deep, just unable to connect on the arc. Hoover trying to drive into the paint, floated up into the basket. Attempt unsuccessful. Johnson now trying to switch up the pace a little. Here's Hilt from the other corner. That's going to be a foul on Christensen. Inbounding is Johnson. And they're going to say it's a shooting foul on Callie Hilt. And she's headed to the line once more. Hoover to take it up for the Toros. Roberson, nice pass inside to Roxy Del Bianco. And man, that was a dime and a half, squeezing the ball into the paint. And the long pass to Roxy De Bianco. The mid-range jumper is no good. And great save there by Lainey Bosco. Resetting pace, Callie Hilt once more from beyond the arc. Unlucky with the rim today is Callie Hilt, and there's a scram for the ball. 3 Lions down on the court. And Johnson headed to the line, or rather Johnson picks up the foul. Hoover to take it once more for the Toros. Passing it inside. And a new face checking in for the Toros. That's number 43, Bree Abrazizi. Tight defense by Del Bianco and McKenna Johnson. The floater is no good. Hoover once more to take it up for the Toros. Driving inside on Callie Hilt is Millie Alstrom. And Alstrom getting it done on offense and defense. Lots of defensive stands on her side of the court. And checking in for the Lions, Liliana Wilstad and Mara Jade Bush. And trying to fight inside. That's Bree Abrazizi. She gets fouled on the play. And she is headed to the line shooting 2. First one to no avail. Tierra Metcalf checking in for the Toros. And the second one falls for Bree Abrazizi. And Liberty called for another traveling violation. And Mountain View with seemingly endless opportunities to score. Hoover drives inside. The shot is short. Also new faces in the game for the Lions. Layla Baker, and bullying her way into the paint was Liliana Wellstad. Del Bianco, the layup. Great drive and great finish by numero uno. And letting it fly from deep as Layla Baker, that shot falls short. And Evie Hoover, is she going to think about shooting it from Albuquerque once more? No, gives it to Bianca. Oh, and that one, no good. Rebound goes to Liberty. It was jarred for a little bit. This time, they officially regained possession. Long pass to Layla Baker. Inside to Wellstad. A lot of ball movement here from the Lions. And the floater, that one falls. Great move by Blake Strohmeyer. Mountain View with all of their starters still in, with the exception of Ginny Wilson, new face into the game. And back out, Eve Hoover. Seemingly automatic beyond the arc. All of her baskets have came off of 3-pointers. And Mountain View has extended their lead to 67-29. Everybody laugh, ha ha ha, 6-7. Meanwhile, a foul on the floor. And if we had a camera shot, the Mountain View bench went crazy as soon as the basket landed. And meanwhile, Chloe Zepeda is headed to the line shooting 2. Deficit now at 37. And if you are the Toros, you're trying to get some of your 2s and 3s into the ball game, getting them some experience. Evie Hoover trying to throw it up. And Mountain View leading 67 to 30 against the Liberty Lions. However, we got one more quarter to go. Stay with us on Bamboo Productions. One quarter remaining here at Mountain View High School. The lead will not be 67-30 for very long. Sorry, guys. Shea Robertson nearly broke it. Callie Hilt to Blake Strohmeyer. And seemingly for the first time tonight, McKenna Johnson is out of the game. Blake Strohmeyer trying to get it to Callie Hilt. In the corner is Riley Wasser. And Wasser with the high shot. That one falls. And the story of this game is just Mountain View's way of playing competitive, complementary basketball. And that one gets swatted away by the best two-way player of the game so far, Roxy Del Bianco, up there with Millie Ahlstrom, playing both offense and defense to great ability. And a hard tumble there. Trying to get into the paint was Emma Fishbeck. And they're gonna call Mountain View for the foul that time. Riley Wasser, the new face in the game. Callie Hilt tosses it to the outside to Blake Strohmeyer, who scored her first points on the last possession. Callie Hilt, way to regather the ball, regather and get back the possession. That one swatted. Oh my goodness, Roxy Del Bianco swatted that one away. Riley Wasser, McKenna Johnson drives into the paint, and the leading scorer is back on the score sheet. Spin move by Roxy Del Bianco to no avail, and the putback. And Emma Fishbeck says goodbye to 6'7". Thank you. And Fishbeck also driving into the paint. Back-to-back baskets by Emma Fishbeck. Kenna Johnson trying to find the open woman, and that's Riley Wasser in the corner. Cash it in. And Roberson fires the three. That one off the rim, no good. And we have a complete lines change coming up for the Mountain View Toros. They're going to take out all of their starters, get the twos into the game. Callie Hilt fouled on the play by Kendall Cox. Looking at the rest of the schedule for Mountain View, pending a win against Liberty. They're at home against Queen Creek. On the road against Maryvale, they play South Mountain at home. And then heading into 2026, as Callie Hilt makes another free throw. Heading into 2026, that's when all the regional plays go around. You're playing Westwood, Skyline, Dobson, and then you got that other school on Brown Road. Back outside, cashing it in for three, Ali Padilla. From the corner. A nice defense from Millie Ahlstrom. Some good defense from the backups of Mountain View. High arcing shot from Blake Strohmeyer. Millie Ostrom regathers it, flips the court beautifully. Aubrey Fuentes, and another three from Ali Padilla. The putback from Ginny Wilson is perfect. Trying to fire it inside to Liliana Wellstad. Millie Ostrom trying to fire it off the backboard. The assist, rather, to Ginny Wilson is no good. Wilson gives it to Millie Ostrom. The fadeaway is no good, and put back from Ali Padilla is also no good. She left it short. And flipping the court is Liberty, and we got a timeout by head coach MJ Walker. 1:41 remaining of the game. 76-38. Toros have this one almost wrapped up. We got 1 minute, 41 to go in the game. Stay with us on Bamboo Productions. A minute 41 remaining of the game, and Mountain View is going to walk out of here with its second win on the season, handing Liberty their first loss of the year. And good save there by number 12, Olive Smith. As Liberty starting to rotate their twos into the game as well, getting them some reps, some game experience, something for them to ponder as they enter the next few games. Long pass to Riley Wasser. Chloe Zepeda. And that's been the night for Millie Ostrom. Absolutely coming to life in the second half of this game. We have entered the final minutes of the game here at Mountain View High School. And headed right towards the producers. Liberty will get the ball, and more than likely, Mountain View will have the last possession of the game. Out of bounds, Toros ball. And the Toros are going to play to the final whistle. Ball is loose on the ground. Less than 14 seconds remaining. And I stand corrected. The last possession is going to go to Liberty. Mountain View a 40-point victory, 2-1, and the shot is no good. Mountain View hands Liberty their first loss of the year, 78-38. We got post-game coming up shortly on Bamboo Productions, so stay with us. Mountain View with an absolutely dominating victory. Here are your replays, sponsored by F3 Energy. And this Mountain View offense and defense just looked rejuvenated, energized, like the Energizer Bunny. Simply put, Mountain View was the better team here tonight, offense and defense. But if I had to point out one single name to round off this entire game, I'm going to have to give it to Millie Ostrom, getting it done both offensively and defensively, making baskets when it mattered the most, but also getting it done on the defensive ground. However, moving to the next broadcast, can they pick it up against their next opponent? We'll just have to wait and see next week. I'm Nate Smith, signing off for now. We'll see you next time on Bamboo Productions.